I have grinded 2 popular Felwood spots and made 650 gold in 6 hours. I spent 3 hours on each, not because I need the gold, but mostly for the science of it. As you might know, the Season of Discovery inflation is huge. Dungeon grinds were destroyed with the anti-boost mechanics by the classic development team, forcing us to make gold by doing the cheeky new event named Nightmare Inflation. Well, I refused to be dictated on how to play the game, so I hopped on my hunter and went out in the world to farm some gold, the classic way. But before that, let me show you my new SteelSeries wireless setup that I've been using for the past month, and my only wish is that I would have swapped earlier. On the right side we have the Aerox 9 wireless ultra lightweight MMO mouse with 12 buttons on the side, RGB and ready to use out of the box. Don't be scared about the hollow interior, the inside parts are protected by Aqua Barrier, which is a shield against water splashes and dust. In the middle we have the Apex Pro TKL wireless with OmniPoint adjustable hypermagnetic switches, the world's fastest keyboard. And oh boy, swapping from my old plastic one to this feels like heaven. On the left we have the Arctis Nova 7, probably the best headphones in the world. They're comfortable, the audio quality is crisp and clean, wireless through Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, 38 hours battery life with USB-C fast charging, which brings about 6 hours of use in 15 minutes of charging. Disclaimer, I'm not being paid directly for this. SteelSeries has sent over a bunch of products for me to test, and the quality of the peripherals is amazing. Soon I'll get an affiliate link, but until then you guys can use my code Frostadamus for 12% discount on the official shop. Links in the description down below. With that being said, let's get back to our gold grind, shall we? The first spot I ventured to was the Scatterscar Vale at the request of my stream viewers. Apparently the Essence of Fire price was around 40 gold and the mobs had a pretty nice level range to be cleared relatively fast. As soon as I arrived within the first minute, an Essence of Fire dropped, which triggered a dopamine release in my brain. Yo, let's go, 40 gold! So I made a decision to farm the spot for a couple of hours in hope that it will bring me a small fortune. Little did I know what was about to happen next. Okay, Popota is drinking before coming towards me. Due to this spot being an open world, a lot of PvP was bound to happen. My rule was don't attack the opposing faction unless they started. Popota, you think you're gonna do something to me? Oh, he's such a Popota.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Don't target me. Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?
Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Don't start what you can't finish, boys, right? After PvP calmed down a bit, I grinded the next 2 hours without a single essence to drop. From the first minute and the first drop, all the way until hour 2 and 15 minutes, it was dreadful. I wanted to give up, but one thing I know about RNG is that eventually it evens out. So the third hour went like this. Okay, let's move this one here in the bag. If we move it up here, maybe the game will recognize. Let's list it on the chat. Listen, we're gonna spam it. And then we're gonna do yell. And now the game will trigger a drop. Ho, let's go. Second one. It worked, boys. So basically you just spam it in the chat. And then you attack a mob. Oh, 2 in a row, boys. Let's go. It works, boys. Listen, this is the thing. It's not like you have to spam it in yell. And then in say. And you get 2 in a row. I mean, guys, have I ever lied to you? Okay, boys, with 120 gold, 140 gold plus. We've been here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think we should quit while we're ahead. And go do some Fellwood Demons. Or some Winterfell Firewater. Oh boy, another one, boys. 3 in a row. What the fuck? Let's keep on spamming them in the chat. If it works, it works. I mean... Another one, boys, just before I spawned it. Did you see that? Oh, another Essence of Fire. Let's go, boys. Ra Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Oh, another one, boys. 7. Let's go. Oh, another Essence of Fire. Let's go. I think if you have a bit of patience and discipline, this spot can be relatively good. I rate it 7 out of 10. Hope you enjoy it as well in game. Now let's move to our second spot. For the second spot, we head north on the Jadefire run to slay the Fellwood demons, tricksters, betrayers, and hellcallers. The loot tables on these mobs is quite rich, so you might find a bit of competition on this spot. You can obtain here Fellcloth, Runecloth, various greens and rares, epics like Shadowblade, Freezing Band, and Eye of the Flame, some of the pieces for new Darkmoon decks, and one extra jackpot would be the Librams, which some go quite expensive on the auction house right now. I was mostly looking for the Libram of Voracity. Unfortunately, I got the wrong one. In 3 hours, I've slain about 550 Jadefire mobs. I was involved in a lot of PvP. Graveyard was not that far away though. Through the course of these 3 hours, I've made a total of slightly above 200 gold, which makes it about 65 to 70 gold per hour. I know it's not that much, but at least it's honest gold. Now this was without any lucky drops, but as we said earlier, this spot has a lot of jackpots, such as like the Darkmoon Fair card decks and also the Librams of Voracity and of Constitution. The high level greens I've sent to my mage to disenchant. I think I got about 40 gold worth of enchanting materials, but you must check the prices on your server to see if it's worth it to actually do the disenchant. The cool stuff about grinding Fellwood is the Sunflower buff, which gives you 5% crit and some extra stats. You can have it almost permanently on if you follow the timers. For this you can use an add-on called Nova World Buffs. On top of that, you get hundreds of corrupt shards, which you can exchange for Cenarion Plant Salve, to be further used for cleansing Sunflower and Whipper Root Tubers. The tubers for that extra potion, which is off the healing potion cooldown. You can use the salves even at level 60 next phase to cleanse the Sunflower and get your world buffs in time for raid. 650 gold in 6 hours of grind with no noticeable expensive drops. I'll take it. And to be honest, doing this was relatively fun. I would say the second spot would get a 6 out of 10 as a rating. Hope you enjoyed today's grind. Smash the like button and subscribe if you want to see more grinds like this. Find me at twitch.tv/Frostadamus for some live action. And with that being said, may you be blessed by the gods of RNG. Until we meet again, stay frosty. Bye bye.